So I know a lot of us have been showing you all videos that you can do in home of fitness and training, but some of us have in-home personal gyms that we've been doing those videos in, and some of us, like myself, just doing the band with the back width workout was outside. So being actually in home and not having anything but a set of bands will put you in a different situation, and that's what we're going to go over today, utilizing your actual home so that you can use resistance bands and get a good workout. Let's get started. What's going on? It's your dude, That Guy Health, and today we're back with a chest workout using resistance bands with a little bit of a wrinkle. As you see, I'm not in my home gym and I'm not outside, so I'm literally going to use this door and a set of resistance bands to get my chest workout in. We won't do a full all-out workout, so this won't be a 45-minute video. I'm going to go ahead and probably do one set of each move. You should probably go ahead and do 3 to 5 sets, 8 to 12 or 12 to 15 reps to get a good burn and good intensification for hypertrophy. So today's challenge is you literally using your house as your gym, okay? So I'm not gonna be in my home gym downstairs in the basement. I'm not gonna be outside. We're gonna use this door and a different set of bands. So up until now, we've been using these bands, all right? And these are literally pull-up resistance bands to help you with assisting with pull-ups, but there's so many other uses for them as you already see. But the problem here is if you don't have a good anchor point like the door is not, these bands are gonna be a little difficult to use. Now, I guess you could tie a knot, use the bands, but today I'm gonna show you a little something different and a different set of bands to buy that's gonna help you out, okay? So we're gonna use these bands and this attachment. If you notice, the end on this side is bulged. This one has a nice little slip through for the band itself. This bulge is gonna allow you to attach the band to a door, close it, and mount as an anchor point, all right? So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do a few different chest moves, get a good chest burn. You can add as many sets and as many reps as you like. Like I said, I'll probably stay between 8 to 12, 12 to 15, depending on what you do. We're gonna go ahead and use the 30-pound band. Your set will probably come with 20, 10, 30, and 40. And then you can also double up those to get more resistance. But please keep in mind, if you don't have a solid enough door and it is at the top or the bottom, you will kind of run into maybe pulling in on that. And if the door latch doesn't lock as well, the door may come open, which we may run into today because I haven't used it on this door before. So you might be in for a surprise. I'm literally in my home, in my bedroom. My wife is over there on her computer doing her work. If I could turn the camera and see her, you probably would, but she probably wouldn't like that right now. Would you like that, babe? No, she shook her head no. She could have said no, but she's got her mouth full of fruit. So let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is, I know I said chest, but I like to go ahead and get a little bit of rear delt work. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Like I said, open the door, slide this piece in, close it, pull it, and there you go. All right, so I'm gonna take this. Oh, she laughed. She did that. Because she's probably waiting for something funny to happen.
No, because you closed the door on them.
Yeah, well, I told the baby not to come in. See, these are home problems that you're gonna have working out at home versus the gym. All right, so what we're gonna do is a rear delt pull, or you can call it a rear delt row. That's what we're gonna get into. All right, you're gonna see me roll back, boom, hit the rear delt. And the reason I like to work on rear delt, even on chest days or back days, I like to throw it in probably 2 or 3 times a week. It's because the rear posterior delt doesn't get a lot of work in most people's routines. The front delt is heavily impacted by any chest move, and then the lateral delts, we usually work on that because it's common, but rear delts often get forgotten, so I like to hit those first, all right? So we're gonna pretty much go right here, load up, pull back, lock in your delt, isometric hold. We'll go ahead and put a little bit more preload. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 reps right there, okay? Babe, could you hit that TV a little bit for me? Most on the bed. So listen, 12 reps right there. Now, if you notice, on that pull, I always like to get that isometric hold and hold because you want to really put the intensification in that rear delt, all right? tempo just like so. Now I'm already seeing that we're probably gonna go ahead and have to double up to or move up to the next band, which is the 40 for chest. So you do 3 more sets of those. I'll go ahead and do 1 more set to show you how it should look. Pay attention to the tempo. Notice that I'm trying to get wide because that's what's gonna activate that posterior delt, okay? So let's go again, preload the band, get settled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Boom. Good burn. So now that we're already up here, what I'm gonna do is I noticed, I'm gonna slide this anchor down and in the corner right here to give me a little bit more stability. And we're gonna go ahead and do pretty much a decline press, all right? So let's go ahead and switch this band out from the 30s, go ahead and move on up to the 40s. That simple. And was I right about the band size? Yep, 40 pounds, all right? So we'll put 40 pounds. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and double up and make it 70. So let's go ahead, put that one on there and put this one on here. I guess I should have waited. We gotta slide these through. Go ahead and move this anchor point in the corner if we can. My daughter's probably gonna try to run in here. Boom, there we go, like so. Slide this band through. Slide the other band through. Mount your handles. Boom. Boom. Now we have pretty much a suggested 70 pounds, the 40 plus the 30. Remember always when you're doing the band workouts, go ahead and preload it. What I mean by that is step out until you feel that resistance and then get started, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna press down and go wide, spread that chest, get those muscles, nice blood flow, and press down like so, okay? So here we go. We're gonna do 8 to 12 reps, decline pretty much, and let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, you can do a couple of sets of that, 3 to 5 sets of that, 8 to 12 reps, 12 to 15 reps, all right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have to trust this door to do a pretty much regular chest press, and we're gonna move it, this anchor point down about right here, which would be chest height, do a regular chest press, all right? And that'll show you the difference in that. So this way you can kind of see how to manipulate this and actually is it worth getting, all right? Now, when we start going to the chest flies, I'll go back to 30 pounds, but I won't have to remove the bands. I'll just unclip, let those bands hang. So if you wanted to, you can go ahead and put all the bands through the loop and then utilize them as you need be, all right? So let's go ahead and do us a nice regular chest press. Get that in. Slide this anchor point over. Put it right about here. Our chest level. Lock that door in. And if this door comes flying and smacks me in the backside, you'll hear quite a bit of laughter from the wife. And I'll probably get quite a bit of laughter from you all as well, all right? So now, you wanna make sure you step, you can feel an even amount of tension, both hands. You don't wanna risk your shoulder or any delt injury because if you're lopsided, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So go ahead, get you a nice bit of good tension on both sides. There we go, step out, preload, and press it. 7, 8, 9, 12. All right, I can feel that in the pectoral, front delt as well, because that's gonna happen, compound movement pretty much. Now what we're gonna do is a chest fly, all right? So what I don't like about this is because you have the narrow anchor point and you don't have wider ankle points, doing a chest fly is not really practical here. It feels really weird. So you can do it if you step out a little bit more, but what I would suggest is maybe holding this and then coming out and stepping and doing a unilateral chest fly, and that's what we're gonna do, all right? So I'll hold this band here to go ahead and keep my tension on, get ready, and we'll do a unilateral chest fly using one limb, then switch and do the left. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. All right, now we're gonna switch, come out here, hold this band down, go ahead, and let's do left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really squeeze and contract the chest. 12. And there we go. So we working bottom, mid. Now we're gonna go ahead and get to an incline motion. Work the top pectoral. Get started with that, and that pretty much will sum up this. And what you can do is put as many sets, as many reps as you want in there, add as much resistance that you can handle and still keep proper form. Always keep that in mind. Form over weight, cut your injury risk down. All right, so now we're gonna end up moving this anchor point to the lower side of the door, pretty much the bottom. I'm hoping that that bulge is big enough not to slip through that door and nail me right in the cojones, because that also will cause laughter over there and through the camera. And that it will not pull the door and make it dislatch in any way, smack me in the backside once again, all right? So let's go ahead, open the door again, slide this down here, close the door, and there we go, all right? So what we'll do, be right here, and this, since it's so far down, let's go ahead and take the 40 off. Just utilizing the 30 band. So we'll go ahead and detach that. Now we have the 30s. Remember, keep your chest up. Get a nice preload. Settle in. And it's not so much important to bring them together as it is get wide right here with the chest, elbows in here, and pushing up and squeezing, all right? So let's go ahead, get 8 to 12 reps of that in. Nice, and my heel, butt down, chest up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And some key points here, okay, as far as form. Don't let your chest cave in. Keep your chest up, okay? I see a lot of times people will come up here and then they'll let their chest cave in. Well, you put excessive pressure right there, not only in your sternum, you'll feel it, but also the delt. Keep your chest up. Now, boom, don't sacrifice that. Push and just squeeze the chest. Contraction means a lot. Tension means a lot. Mind-muscle connection means a lot. A lot of times you don't need a lot of heavy weight if you can get that contraction and keep that blood flow in there, all right? So listen, those are several different positions, several different exercises that you can utilize these types of bands in. They are great to have when it comes to doing outside attaching bands to a park bench, the deck like you saw in the back workout, a tree. I like the pull-up assisted bands better for that. It's definitely less equipment to carry, no handles, none of this D-ring, detaching. You just go ahead, do a slip knot, get to work. But when it comes to not having a situation like if you're in your room, there aren't many mount points that you can tie a slip knot on. These sets are gonna be more what you're looking for, something with that anchor bulge, and you can go ahead and use your door as an anchor point, all right? So listen, always, if you need an iteration, you need training, you need meal plans, go to www.thatguyhealth.com. And like I always say about this time, let's build together, be safe, and peace.